And every other person that's sued, I haven't as yet because no one has bothered to. I've got all my medical records in there. I've got to get them out. They said that they did the same thing with them. An old lady, she's now in a still thing. They didn't operate on her foot. She said they put up there that she was insane, and she was actually a matron. She worked most of her life in public healthcare. And then another one said that the law firm couldn't find her medical records. They just thrown them out, and where it shows my bleeding stomach ulcers, they've actually thrown the video footage out. They didn't put that in with my medical. They said there's nothing wrong, but I'll show you how bad it is. You can't heal yourself. They just perforate more, and that's why I'm so white, because they found a big, massive blood in me. So they're trying really hard to throw the medical records out and making out I'm insane instead of operating me and saving my life. Show you how bad the perforate. See that? That's half the size of my hand, and they're perforated more. And every time I go to the hospital, they actually kick me out. They even put me in Fletcher saying I was insane, and I'm not. See my neck from there? My whole neck is consumed by it and starting to crack. The last doctor said I've been blacklisted, so they refused to operate. I've been blacklisted. Dr. Chan put up there never to operate on me. Mine's J. Hurley. See that? From there to there. That's my neck. More than that now. That was 30 years ago. 30 years ago. Which is medical emergency surgery. And every time I go to the hospital, they actually kick me out. They even put me in Fletcher saying I was insane, and I'm not. I was doing charity work and going to TAFE. And apparently, from there to there, that's my whole neck. So they refused to operate on me. That's the size of the hole in my stomach. Go fund me, please. Mine's J. Hurley. Joe Hurley. That's the size of my stomach. I've been cleaning up the house because I've been on Facebook trying to ask for funds, but no one gives a shit. That's the size. That's pretty big. It's from there all the way around to there, and it's gotten worse. And all I got was go home and die, the likes of me, and everything, and see how I'm not faking it. And that was 30 years ago, and I've spent hundreds and thousands and thousands and thousands trying to heal myself. And I saw another doctor $200 later, Dr. David Jones, and he sat there and said, "I'm not giving you a Barramil because look." See that? From there to there, that's my whole neck. And look at all the acid. That's how bad it perforated, and that's why I see blood. And then they did a scope, and he put me out without my permission. I said, ulcers are in my stomach. They're bleeding really bad. You usually die. And the video footage of I said to the doctor, do they do video footage when they go down the scope? He said, yeah, got to. I said, well, there's no video footage in mine. I said, they did a scope without filming it because he damn well knows I haven't healed myself. Look at that. The size of my hand, my stomach's, right. See that? See how big from there, one side of my throat to the next, they're perforated and they're trying to make out I healed myself so I die. And Dr. Chan and the JHH, and it's because I'm single. And now I have to go on a disabled pension too to get someone to help me out. And the doctors refuse to see me. I've rung up that many doctors. They go to the hospital, get out, we don't want to see you. And that's a lawsuit too. He actually refused to give me a Barramil. Then I show the paperwork. Dr. David Jones at Mayfield has actually told the gastro surgeon at Maitland Hospital not to treat me or give me a Barramil. He said it's not urgent. Well, bleeding stomach ulcer, see that? The last doctor said I've been blacklisted, so they refused to operate on me. See how big it is? That's from one side of my neck to the next. Bleeding stomach ulcers isn't urgent. That's so I die. They're hoping I'll die. And that's why I have cabbage in that every day. I'm actually deadly serious. The healthcare system is that adequate. They're actually that desperate that I die because I can sue for nearly mine. One law firm said $9 million. Then I can sue all the doctors and everything. So I'd say they pay the police to show up here and try to taser me. And they would have just put a knife in there, you know. Even if my door was locked, they would have said I was being aggressive because there was 4 of them here. The nurses were giggling and giggling like little girls going, hee. They were laughing about them having tasers trying to shoot me through the door. Hear that? Now, that's the only proof I've got, and it's been nearly 40 years, and they still won't give me a Barramil, so I can't show you. And they're trying to make out that I'm fucked in the head and I've never been to the hospital. So I've been walking around with broken limbs, and it's got my medical, it's got where I'm calling the ambulance. going in and then coming out and still bleeding ulcers. So how can they deny that? It's kept on the records when you call them. Then I've gone in with bleeding ulcers, as you can see, and they've actually, instead of treating me good, they left me out in the surgery all night long. Then I got told to get outside. I was screaming too much pain. And then I'm vomiting and vomiting, and then twice till early in the morning, one lady stood up for me and they go, so? They actually were nasty towards her because she said, this lady's really sick. I was collapsing. And then Gosford told me to go home and die. What was my game plan? And this is the way I was spoken to, like shit.